Okay, so I'm gonna make a video right now. I feel lazy, but I'm like, man, yeah, I'm gonna be bored. So, anyways, let's just say yesterday. Okay, we all know why I operate the way that I do, right? Yesterday, there was something that told me to go down to the local convenience store and bring my cart with me and fill it up with food and pretty much food and then like a little thing or a thing of beer. So I get to the register. I try to use my card. It was a Chime card, and it wouldn't go through. I handed the cashier some change that I had, and then he had grabbed some of the cigars that I like to smoke that are lights. And anyways, yeah, like there was something in me. Does this make sense? There was something in me that told me to just grab my cart and start walking and all this other stuff. And anyways, yeah, he got upset with me, and he was like proclaiming I was mean and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. There were like people pretty much telling me to do this, and I'd be okay. But yeah, he called the cops on me. I sat in the convenience store. He wouldn't let me have a cigarette. Of course, they always do that. And I'm like, look, I'm not gonna run away because that makes it worse for me. But he won't let me have it. So I sat in the store. He took my card away. He took the cart and everything in it behind the area where the register is. And the cops are talking to me. And anyways, yeah, they decided the best route to go was to take me to a behavioral health center, pretty much. And it was like a makeshift behavioral center. It was right by Haven for Hope. I guess they were trying to make me feel like I was going to go back to Haven for Hope, even though it's like, why would I if I'm paying for my apartment? And yeah, I didn't take anything with me. I did have like my clothes and the little belongings that I had, but that's it. And I asked, can I have a cigarette before I go in there? No, we don't have time for that. I'm like, oh my god, dude, y'all are so fucking annoying. I didn't say that to them. And then I'm brought in there, and dude, it was like weird. I have never been to a fucking healthcare center that looked like that. It was like a nightmare. And anyways, they proclaimed if I didn't take off my top that had strings on it, or if I kept my top with the strings on it, they'd have to cut off the strings, which I've had to deal with that before. And I was like, no, because this top is like expensive, and even though I got it at Goodwill, it's a Hurley top, and that's an expensive brand, and there's like nothing wrong with it. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll wear the clothes y'all have. And of course, what is it? A hospital top and bottoms that are like for someone that's obese, morbidly obese. So I put that on. They're asking me stupid questions, acting like they don't know my name, my address. You know how many times I have to repeat that shit to people like this in the medical industry. So for some reason, the main thing they were fixating on was me supposedly having diabetes. And it's like, I was getting frustrated because I'm like, look, y'all are claiming I committed a crime. Why are y'all so, like, gawking at my, blood sugar levels, glucose levels? I don't even fucking know, because no one even, like, taught me anything right when it comes to diabetes. And I kept telling them, look, I feel normal. Can I just go home? I learned my lesson. No, I have to stay in there. I called my little sister, telling her, I was put there. And she told me I'd probably be in there for like 2 hours when they let me use the phone. I'm like, okay, I can deal with that, I guess. It's going to be annoying, but I can deal with that. But yeah, they said that you can't smoke on the premises, blah, 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 even though I know everyone fucking smokes right now. That's an adult. I know everyone drinks. That's an adult. But so I was put in there, and dude, they didn't even explain how the situation was going to go at all beforehand. All I know is I was put in there was like 2 rooms where patients were kept, and the first room I was put in, there wasn't a lot of beds, but every bed that was filled was a man. I was the only patient that was a woman in there. I was so fucking mad. And one patient looked so gross, man. They all looked like they were like lethargic, dying, sick. One stunk really bad. They all looked like they were like lepers and everything, and it made me feel so uncomfortable. And then it's like I'm trying to pick a bed, and I'm being told, of course I have to pick the bed that's next to the nastiest looking person. That always happened to me throughout life. But it's like they're like prolonging everything. The snacks they give out, they make it always feel like jail. The first snacks I was given was warm milk, banana bread, an old banana, and raisin bran. I was so fucking mad because I was starving. And then it's like, I have to talk to a doctor that's acting like he's getting off to me talking through the, what is it, telehealth thing on a screen. And then when it comes to lunch, whatever the fuck that burrito is from, oh my god, that thing was nasty. It looked like, at first I was like, is that like a lasagna roll? It came with that and then corn and green beans, I think. But yeah, I was starving, but I couldn't eat all that. I was like, that's fucking gross. And one of the nurses or whatever she was asked if anyone wanted seconds, and I said I did. And she didn't even give me a second tray. She gave it to the motherfucker that was gross and looked like he weighed 500 pounds. But, so anyways, like, I'm still in there. I'm getting fucking mad because I'm like, I don't want to be in here. Why am I in a room filled with men? And I'm the only woman. I have never been in a situation like that. And then people are trying to make me feel like that's normal. I'm like, this is not normal. Like, stop. And finally, I can't remember all the details of the day, but it was yesterday. But all I know is I was put in a second corridor or whatever you call it. And it had one patient in there and it was a female. I was like, okay, I could deal with this. I think it was one. Yeah, it started as one. And then all of a sudden there's a second one and it ended up being a man. But, yeah, like, I was calming down being in there. And yeah, by the way, they don't have TVs. They don't have water fountains, so you have to keep asking for water, which they give you baby cups, just like Haven for Hope. If you want any kind of drink, you get baby cups and stuff, and you have to keep going back and forth, or asking over and over, and then they make you feel like you're annoying. But, anyways, I wish I could take a picture of that shit. And yeah, the first set of bathrooms that I saw that was in the first area I was in, when I almost walked into the women's bathroom, I was like, oh hell no, I'm not using this shit. It was nasty in there, dude. It looked like the floor was like turning like a moldy green or like a mossy green. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? But anyways, yeah, the second area, it was cleaner, but there was no entertainment. There was nothing to do. There was like 3 old magazines, a little set of crayons, and a set of cards on a table in the middle of the area. And they also didn't have like soap in the bathroom. They were taking forever to provide whatever I needed, and they were proclaiming 1 minute, yeah, we have underwear and stuff for women. The next, no. The next, yeah. The next, no. We don't have towels. Oh wait, yeah, we do. Because they have a little shower area, which, oh god, that place is fucking nasty, dude. Oh, it looked like a torture chamber. And they actually, in the second area, they actually had one little room that had windows around it and one bed that you could look through. Or look into the area and see, like, the bed. Like, is that, like, a torture area? But I'm telling you, the food there was weird. There was one moment we had hamburgers and the bread tasted like it was like it had perfume on it. And, the tater tots seemed like they weren't even, like, cooked all the way. Like, they were mushy. And then, yeah, of course, right when it's gonna get to dinner time today, because they kept me there against my will, all of a sudden they want to release me right before it's dinner time. It's like, y'all fucking do this shit. I've noticed y'all do this shit. How we do this shit like this throughout the years. But, yeah, there was at one point they forced me to go to a hospital because they kept, like, fixating on me having supposed diabetes. And I'm like, why are y'all fixating on this shit? And they're making me feel like I'm going to die tomorrow if I don't get insulin shots and everything. I'm like, look, I've been told that my glucose levels were like at 400 something, even at Haven, when I want to get my teeth, I want to get a dental exam done. They won't let me because they said that my glucose levels were high and I couldn't get a free dental cleaning. And yeah, they always say that shit. And did I end up taking insulin after that? No, because I was like, I'm not injecting myself. And there was a person at Haven that got mad at me for not wanting to inject myself with needles. I'm like, dude, I'm not a drug addict. I don't like needles like going through me. It's not fun. And yeah, when you get insulin in you, it kind of burns sometimes. I couldn't do it, so I gave up. And I'm still alive, and I lived at Haven last year, so yeah, y'all need to shut up about the diabetes bullshit. But anyways, yeah, I had to go to the Methodist hospital, and yeah, I was laying there for hours. Of course, they're being weird about giving me food. The best meal I had was 3 chicken strips, a little baby thing of macaroni and cheese, and green beans that tasted old, like they were frozen. And yeah, and I was like getting irritated because I'm like, can I go back to the place or can I please go home? I have an apartment, can I please go home? And it's like, no one was letting me go home, and I had to talk to a bunch of idiots that don't fucking know how to talk or communicate normally. And they're all acting weird, and like they're, it's like, no, everyone's saying like, we don't have water bottles, I'm like, how does no one have fucking water bottles in mental health facilities? How come back then they did, but all of a sudden in San Antonio they don't? But anyways, when I'm not gonna go into detail. This shit gets like frustrating. But when they told me I was gonna get released, they told me I was gonna go back to that stupid healthcare center. I'm like, God damn it. So, but yeah, I ended up going back, and yeah, they were prolonging me going home. They're telling me, you gotta wait to talk to a doctor. And it's like, how come the doctor has not talked to me yet? It's going on 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and he's not even talking to anybody yet. Y'all need to stop with these weird tactics, like when it comes to the medical and healthcare fields and mental healthcare fields and all that. It is frustrating. Y'all don't make the situation better. You make it 100 times worse. It's infuriating and irritating. And if I get charged for anything, any kind of medical bills, because yeah, that shit's not free, I'm gonna be pissed because I don't have a lot of money. And you're ruining my credit even more, even though it's already fucking blown to shit. And but yeah, they finally brought me home. And so I'm in here, and you know what I found out? I go to my oven. Dude, my oven was fucking on. I swear I turned that bitch off. And I actually had some food in there, man. So if y'all kept me at that fucking healthcare center for longer than I should have been there, or I shouldn't have been there at all, a fire could have started in here. And then I would have been blamed for bullshit at this apartment complex. And then what else did I notice? Oh, my air conditioner was still running, and I'm trying to save money. Like, y'all don't even like correctly ask questions. See if a person is like doing fine. You don't. I was told that. Sorry. I was told at the hospital, at that Methodist hospital, I wasn't allowed to have my phone. That's the first time I've ever been at a hospital, like a big hospital, where they said I couldn't have my phone. That room didn't have a TV. It had nothing entertaining. I was just laying on a fucking bed, just like laying there with people gawking at me. And then a doctor being rude towards me because he doesn't like women. And, but yeah, like, I don't see how y'all can, like, keep someone somewhere saying, like, they have to stay there against their will, and you're not providing, like, proper food, proper entertainment. You're not, like, providing, like, 24/7, like, healthcare. You're proclaiming you don't have, like, anything to treat, like, a wound or something. I mean, y'all are fucking crazy. And you don't even clean, like, the bathrooms properly. You don't explain everything, like, beforehand in detail. That's so fucking fraudulent and embarrassing and frustrating. So now I know that everything I've gone through in the past that pertains to being in a hospital and whatnot has all been a fraud. And I've been paying for shit I shouldn't have been needed to pay for, especially a lot of medications. But I'm gonna go. I need to take a break. Like, I don't even know what to do. I don't have any money. Y'all have a good rest of your day. But is it Saturday? Let's see. Yeah, it's a freaking Saturday, and I'm not even gonna have fun. And I still have not seen my daughter. And I keep telling people she got here on the 20th, and no one is letting me talk to her, see her, or anything. That is not right. She's from Minnesota, or she used to live in Texas, but my ex took her to Minnesota and slowly started making it to where it was hard for me to contact her. And yeah, the past year, I am not, a little over the past year, I have not talked to her at all, dude. Talked to her, seen her, nothing, and everyone's giving me a hard time. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm eating a can of corn, and I'm running out of cigars, so I don't know what the fuck to do, because I have no money. Alright, bye.